What's going on YouTube? This is Argon, and a question I get a lot of times is how do you make your thumbnails? And if you're a new content creator, or you're looking to step up your game, or you're looking to become a graphic designer and you really want to get into using Photoshop, definitely here to help you out. But before I do anything like give you a tutorial on how to make a specific type of thumbnail, I thought I'd create a video that shows you the basic concepts of how to use Photoshop. There's 4 basic concepts that I want to relay to you, and if you understand these, then you'll be able to apply these along with the next video I'm going to create with some techniques and tools that you can use in Photoshop to unleash your own creativity and create your own content. I have a little demo here I'd like to go through just to show you some basic concepts of Photoshop. So the first thing I want to talk about is stock images. You don't want to create your own graphics within Photoshop. It's not that easy to do, and you have to be really careful, and it's very easy to mess up, and going back and fixing something if you made a mistake is not that easy, and you can totally waste a lot of time. So the best thing you can do is grab an image off the internet, grab an image off your own screenshots out of one of your videos, whatever you got to do, but start with a base image. The second basic concept to Photoshop is layering. So what I want to show you guys is everything in Photoshop is based on layers. So over here into this side menu here, you have the layers menu. The order that they appear in is the order that they start. So top to bottom. Top will be the most visible. So if all these words were stacked up on top of each other, the word top, which is the top layer, would appear first, and you would not see middle or bottom because they're all stacked up. Now the other thing I can do with layering is I can toggle the visibility. So if I click on the eyeball, which is next to the layer, you will see that it disappears. So here's the concept of layering. Okay? So basically you can, and if I were to, let's just say, just to show you guys, if I move this on top of that, you can see that because top is on top, the word top appears above middle. However, if I move middle above top, now you can see that the layering has been reversed. Okay, now that I've made a couple of changes, I would like to show you another little quick note. If you need to undo stuff, go into this history bar, click on it, go back to the move that you want to undo, and click on that and hit this trash icon right here, and it will give you the option to undo the move. The other thing about layering that I would like for you to understand is whenever you have an active layer, the only thing you can do is to that layer. If I take the erase tool and I have this layer selected, the top layer, if I want to erase the word middle, it won't work. I would have to go over here, select the word middle, the middle layer, then I can delete. If you would like to undo, it's just like everything else, Control Z or Command Z if you're using Apple. So those are the concepts of layering. The next basic concept to Photoshop layers is opacity. Over here in the menu where the layers are, you will see an icon, or you will see a little drop down that says opacity. Opacity is a measure of how much an object is visible. 0% means the opacity is 0, meaning that the object is completely invisible. 100% opacity means that you cannot see through the object at all, aka it's perfectly visible. So if you click on this drop down menu, you get a slider bar, and you can see I'm on the middle layer. So whichever layer I have active again, that's where the work is going to be done. So if I slide this down, I'm making the opacity disappear. So the word middle will disappear. And I can adjust this opacity going up and down anywhere in the middle range. So if I want a little bit lighter, I can do that. So again, if I was to do what I had earlier, I drop the word top above the word middle, and now I'm on the layer of top. If I reduce the opacity of top, you will begin to see the word middle appear through the word top. So that's how opacity works. The final basic concept that I'd like to show you is blend modes. Now again, if I bring the word top and I'll bring the word over the word middle, in fact, I'll even do even better than that. I'll bring bottom. So now all these words are lined up. There's a drop down menu right here. This is how you set the blend mode for each layer. Right now I'm on normal. If I set the blend mode down to screen, you can see that the word top tends to disappear, but if you notice, we've actually created a little effect in here where the word top has completely gone through the word middle but is somewhat overlaid on the word bottom. So if I just mess around here, I can click different, you can see different effects. Now we can go into, I can explain later what exactly these effects do. When you're creating content like this, you really just want to go in, mess around, see what looks cool, and stick with that. And I promise you, when you've messed around a little bit, you'll begin to see you'll begin to understand how these work, and then you'll be able to predict what exactly you want to do. Again, now I've done a lot of work, so you can see if I go to the history menu, I can go back to all the way to the first time that I moved this, which I went through all those blending changes, and I went and moved 2 layers. If I go all the way here, you see it'll delete every history, everything I'd done after this move. Click the delete icon. Yes, and now I'm back to where I started. So that's it for this tutorial. It's a basic concepts review of Photoshop, what you'll need to learn in order to create your own content within Photoshop for animated and video gaming type content. In the next video, I'm going to review tools that you have within Photoshop to use at your disposal when you're creating thumbnails, other images, graphics, stuff like that. Let me know what you guys think below. What else would you like to see within Photoshop? What kind of things do you want to learn? Type it in the comments below. Let me know what you guys think so I can make videos on that as well. I know this isn't your standard gaming type video, but I think I get this question a lot, so I'd like to help you guys out. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you leave a like, and if you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe. And once again, my name is Argon, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.